Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Tosi, and in case you've been here before, you already know. You are welcome back, my OG. So guys, today we're going to be talking on how to improve your communication skills. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, in one of my video, I mentioned that I was going to talk about do a video on communication skills because I've just come to understand that a lot of us don't know how to communicate, me inclusive. Yeah, we just think that, oh, if I say something, that means I'm communicating, and it's a whole different ball game. Communication is a whole different ball game. You can be saying something and the other person is not understanding, or the person is not getting it the way you want them to get it. Do you understand? Yeah. So the first thing you want to do when working on your communication skill is to practice the act of paying attention and listening. Now, this is very hard for some people because most of us, we hear, we don't listen, and it's very, I don't know how to put it, it's a game changer where you start to listen and not just hearing, right? Listen more, be attentive, and listen to what that person is saying. Now, someone can actually be saying something and you're just hearing what the person is saying, and you're not paying attention to it. That's you just hearing it. Well, someone is talking to you, you are listening to what the person is saying, you are listening to how the person is picking their point, you're listening to how the person is delivering it to you, you are listening to how the person is putting effort for you to understand what they are saying. That is you listening and paying attention. That is how to work on your communication skills. You can't want to say something to someone, or somebody is telling you something and you are not paying attention. You are just saying, okay, I can hear you. No, you can hear me, but you're not listening to me. I have come to work on my communication skills to the extent that when I'm talking to people, I'm like, are you listening to me? And they say, okay, I can hear. No, are you listening? It's a different ball game when you are listening and when you're hearing. They are two different things. Now, when you are listening, you are paying attention to what the person is saying. You're not just hearing what the person is saying, entering this ear and leaving the other, the other ear. But when you are listening, you gather information on what the person is saying. You always remember when you listen. But when you hear, it takes you time to remember what you've heard than what you listened to. It takes you time to remember what you heard and what you listened to. They're two different things. But once you are listening, you are going to remember every bit of information that person said. But when you just heard it, it's just like a pass by information, and you're like, I think he said, but when you listen, you're like, oh, I'm very sure he said this and this and that. Do you understand? It takes a lot of patience to listen to what somebody's saying. It takes a lot of patience to listen to whatever it might be, but pay attention. That's how you increase your communication skills. It's very, very important. That's how you improve, your communication skills. It's very, very important to start listening and paying much attention. Yeah. So the next one is to work on your body language. A lot of us, including me, don't know that when you are saying something, your body and what you're saying has to come in agreement. Now, you can't be saying leave me alone, and yeah, your body is doing mm-mm. Leave me alone. You have the straight face, you have the straight body to it. Do you understand? So you can't be saying something else and your body is saying just take. Jigger. You can't say, oh, take something. I'm here now and I'm saying take. You guys can see my body language. I'm on it. Okay, take it. But when I say take, you can see my face. My face is saying something else. So it's very important that your body language and what you're saying come in accordance, because people most times look at body language, they don't listen to what you're saying. Majority do that. They look at your body language because they feel like your body language of anybody says a lot than what they're saying. Why That is where actions speak like louder than voice comes in, right? Because people are always like, I want to see their expressions. Your body language says a lot. You need to correct it, because sometimes you're saying something serious and your body language is playing. People won't take you seriously, right? So when you are saying something very serious, you need your whole body, your whole expression have to come in contact with that, come in alignment with that. I mean, you need to always work on your body language. Now, body language also comes in the fact that you have to sometimes not even say anything, but your body language is saying otherwise, it's saying a lot of things. So that's why I said people actually look at your body language than what you're saying. They want to see what your body is saying, because what your body is saying is can be true than what your mouth is saying, and you don't want to contradict yourself. So it's always very, very important to work on your body language. Fake it sometimes. Yes, yes. It's not all expression that you need to show. Sometimes hide your expression. It will help you a lot. Yeah. The next one is clarity in passing your message. Be clear. Few words. Don't ramble round. Don't I think pick your words. Be precise and be clear. That is something that I feel like I also learned so much, in improving myself and working on myself, my communication skills. I got to understand that I noticed that people, when I say certain things, people don't understand me. Why? Because I wasn't clear enough. Now I can say things to people and like, oh, that's what you mean. Yes, that's what I mean. You know, pick your words right. If you don't have the perfect word to explain what you want to explain or pass the information that you want to, please and please, Google is there for you. Now we have ChatGPT, we have Meta, we have AI that you can work with and ask for, things on how to improve yourself in general, right? It's always very important. Be clear, be precise. Say your words small, small, few words. Now, when you are telling somebody that, okay, are you coming to my place? When let's say someone asks you, are you coming to my place? And you're like, um, I don't even know because I need to get to this. And when I do that, this maybe at the end I will come. You are not saying anything. You are basically telling the person that you're not going to come. And meanwhile, you are on your own part, you are saying, oh, when I'm done with all those things, I might later come, right? Now, it is different from you saying when someone asks you, are you coming? Oh, I will be coming, but I'll be coming late because I need to run some errands. Very precise, simple, and short. You already made your point. You are going to be there, but not on time because you have errands to run. Than you saying, oh, I don't know, because before I do this, I even have to see sometimes some things are not supposed to be said. Some things nobody cares. The end point is, are you coming? That's what you need to answer. So it's always very important to be clear, precise, and get straight to it. Just say what you want to say in few words. Very important. The next one is the tone. Now, tone and body language kind of come in alignment, right? I also learned this personally because I've just come to understand that I can be saying something and someone else is taking it in another way. Why? Because of the tone I'm using to say it. So sometimes some people feel like, oh, when you say things in high pitch, they feel like you're being rude. Some people say when you say things in high pitch, they feel like maybe you're being loud. Or when you say things in a way, they just feel like, no, this is not the tone that I need. You are giving like a disrespectful tone. So it's always very important. If you want to say something and you want to be respectful with it, it's always advisable to be calm when you are saying things like that. Always look at your tone. Your pitch is very important because it kind of have an impact to the message you're trying to pass to the person, right? The person is going to like feel some type of way. This is one of the reasons I don't like chatting with people. I like to see people, talk to them, because I'm someone who I like to also look at body language, also look at your expression when you're saying things, also your tone. So it's always very, 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 very important. And now I'm working on it. If I'm trying to say something, I try to think in my head, what tone should I use to not sound disrespectful, right? And not sound like, oh, this person, I don't care about this person and stuff like that. So it's always very, very important to work on your tone. Like I said before, some people feel like if you say something high pitch, you're being rude, right? So sometimes calm down and say what you want to say so you don't sound rude and you are understood. Yeah. The last point is to get feedback skills. Now, Everybody is perfect in their own lane. Everybody na oga for a lane. I think I'm perfect in the way that I communicate until I started asking people. Yes, ask people. Ask people. People that are close to you. Not people that will make you feel some type of way, but people that are close to you. When I started working on myself, I think I've said this so many times on my channel. I'm not perfect, right? And I started asking people, I know I'm not perfect. Is it something somewhere that I'm doing wrong? Or as a person that you've known me for a while, what is it? And some of them say something good and like, okay, no, just this part, right? And I got to understand that it was my communication part that was actually very bad. It was terrible. It was really bad. It was bad. So it wasn't like I was rude, but I was just not the talking type. I still am not the talking type, but I've just come to work on the fact that I'm getting feedback from people, right? I can be having a conversation with you now and I'll just go flat. And it's not because of anything, I just don't have what to say, right? So it's always very important to get feedback, ask people, let them tell you what they think. Now, when you're telling people that, okay, tell me what you think about the way that I communicate, be open to whatever it is that they are going to say. Some people are going to tell you that you're rude. Be okay with it. Be okay with it. Look at it yourself and see, okay, is this true? Is it not true? What can I work on? Very, very important to do that. Always ask people, how do I communicate with you? Do you like it? What will you appreciate? Do you think I talk like this to people? Very, very important. Like I said, you are not perfect. I have a video on self reflection. I think it's out now. I'm going to link it in my description box. It's always very important to do like a self reflection every time, every year, if possible, because you are not perfect. There are some places you need to grow, and this getting feedback on your communication skills is going to help you improve as a person. Very, very important. It's going to help you improve, particularly in your communication skills. You're going to improve. You're going to know when should I tone things down, when I want to say things, how should I say it, because this is someone that is close to me and I'm going to meet a lot of people, in my journey of life, and I want them to, you know, communicate with them better and increase my skills. So it's always very, very important to be open to feedback. Yeah. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, join the family if you've not. I will appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.